Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Oh man, I know I keep saying it's cold, but it's like really, really cold today. Oh man, we're starting off with Void here. Echo Alpha Charlie 7, hurrah. We've got Void. Oh, this tears rate is not great, but the shot speed and tears rate's even worse. Yeah, that we have no range here, so it's freaking cold outside, man. It is currently 20 some odd degrees right now, and I don't like it. No me gusta on this. So starting off here with Void, our passive item is going to be again another sort of shop economy item like we had yesterday or the other day, whenever it was when we had a contract from below. I think it was yesterday, and also of course Void. Now starting off with Void it's potentially good. Obviously, we can take any bad items that we don't want and turn them into at least stats or something like, say, if we get Mega or if we get Mega Mush or anything like that, we could turn that into a much easier and faster to use item rather than waiting for the 12 room cooldowns. Obviously, we're not going to do anything with Glass Cannon because that'd be a very bad idea. Although, does using... I don't think us voiding Glass Cannon means that we have Glass Cannon in the game's eyes. I could be wrong about that. I'm going to take kind of a risk here and see if we can get there's options before fighting the boss. Now, I say this is a little bit of a risk because obviously we could take the Soul Heart here, and I'm hoping that we still get enough money to do so. But I think that I'm pretty sure that we can use Void with a Glass Cannon shot and it not cause us to take double damage. I'm pretty sure. I don't see why Void would retain that other property of Glass Cannon here. We've got to get this nub out of here. That's like a terrible spot for it. Obviously, with us being on 1 HP, we got to be extremely careful here. We don't get hit by any champion or anything like that. We need to try to get that. If we can get the last 3 cents, that'd be great. If we can get a Bomba here, that'd be good, so we can get inside this golden chest, or just nothing. That's fine too. And honestly, I'm kind of half surprised that we're not going to find an orbital for the first time in forever. On the first floor, anyway. But this tears rate is it's not good. We got to be very, very, very careful with our positioning here. But the problem is compounded by, again, the lack of shot speed, which is also kind of folded into the lack of range. 6.13 is not very high. You can see right here we are able to maybe generously cover half of this room if we're standing right in the middle of it, which is not good. You want to have as much range as possible, especially if you can go across the entire length of a 1x1 room. Because it just makes it easier for you to just kind of stay. You basically all you gotta do is just mirror the boss. Slimehorn doing us a favor there. The game's trying. It's trying. It wants me to take Pageant Boy because it wants me to go back and get that Soul Heart. I'm not gonna do that, game. Maybe no. Sometimes, especially with us having Humbling Bundle, yeah, there's nothing we can do in here. Sometimes that will result in 4 cents being in here, but not this time. Going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the Tech Twice episode. This one was from Oddly Real, who said, question of the episode, what are your main reservations about Heartbreak? It seems like an item that fits your playstyle and playstyle perfectly by providing damage in exchange for health like Devil Deals, also preventing death. I don't like Heartbreak mainly because it takes away three of my heart containers. Yes, you do have the ability to... hey, look at that. You do have the ability to prevent death, and yes, it does give you 0.75 damage, I believe, to start off with. But in my opinion, I'd rather just have that. I'd rather have the free heart rate or HP up containers, so we could use them for Devil Deals, or just have just extra health. I'd much rather have 12 HP than 9 HP. For what Heartbreak gives you, in my opinion, it's just not nearly. It's nowhere near as worth to me. This could be interesting here with the... What happens if we void the Jar of Everything? I don't think we've ever seen that before. Will we get a full payout from Jar of Everything? Huh. But we still got to be careful here. Again, we still have not gotten any single soul heart. We've not gotten any help, any bombs, nothing. As one shot from this champion could potentially end us here. So we have to do this room very, very wisely here. Let them out one at a time. We sit here and kind of hold our ground until we absolutely must move. Our fight path here is staying in front like this and then going over to the left. All right, game. And that's the thing you got to worry about is just those really slow-moving shots. And there goes our Devil Deal. See, this is what I don't want to happen is have them do this, because there's no room for dodging here, as you just saw from way over there. Yeah, that whole sequence was designed to take the Devil Deal away. So congrats, game. Obviously, we're gonna take the Soul Heart here, but Devil Deals are out of the question. So now we have to look towards what are we gonna void. Do we void the Everything Jar, which could potentially give us a whole bunch of stuff or potentially give us nothing? I'm not sure how it works. And for the sake of science, I might try it. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever voided the Everything Jar. And you're seeing here the lack of shot speed and tears is way more evident in this room than any other room here. I am thankful that we did take growth hormones, because I think we would have been cooked in that room with the gapers. I am going to go back and void the Everything Jar here. And let's see if we get a full payout from it. I'm not expecting one, but at this point, we might as well try. It's not. There's no harm in trying, of course, unless you're talking about TM Trainer or Missing No. Hey, Larry Jr. There's still a possibility for maybe getting a full charge here. But obviously I'm not anticipating a Devil Deal at all right now. There you go. So we're able to. The only damage we took was from that BS shot from that one mob here, and I am going to take Cat of Nine Tails because of the increased shot speed. So as you see here, this is now going to extend our range a little bit because our tears are moving a little bit faster. And is it worth it for us to go try to get a full charge? It will be if we get something out of the Everything Jar. This is not going to give us a full charge yet, but we'll see what drops from here. It could potentially at least give us some money. Remember, we have Humbling Bundle, which means all of our drops from anywhere, money, keys, and bombs, will always be double. He says that as he gets a non-doubled item. And if we really, really, really wanted to, we could go try to fight in the curse room, but to get maybe a full charge, but it's not worth our soul heart. Hopefully we get some kind of mapping or something like that. We immediately go into a dead end, of course, as you would expect me to do. And Tears Rate upgrade is top priority right now. We need to get that fire rate out. Our damage is okay. In fact, I think our damage is even better than it was yesterday for the entire run. Okay, so we dropped the poop, which to my recollection is the first charge on the Everything Jar, so yeah. Don't think that's it didn't work. I was hoping that since Void was at a full charge, that maybe the Everything Jar would also think it's at a full charge, but clearly it was not. But now that we found every single wrong way to go, let's go try to go the correct way. In fact, this is the only way we can go. Some more moolah here, get a total of 9 cents. Really want to take down this champion first if we can, especially since it's a yellow champion. We were able to do so. What was that distance, though? The distance of that spider that spawned, he went further than any other spider I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Brother spawned right here, and we were down here, and he ran all the way to the corner. What was that game? That was actually ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hot after that schmoove. That was ridiculous. This game does not want us to hold on to a soul heart or get a devil deal at this point. It's spawning troll bombs and everything after us. I'm gonna have to void it just because we need something, and we end up getting a movement speed and range, so at least we get a range upgrade. But we need a tears upgrade. Movement speed also, of course, is nice. And you want to do controlled shots here. You don't want to just be firing randomly. I cannot believe how far that spider traveled, man. I'm still hot about that. So using our newly acquired range here, again, you see just how much easier it is when you've got the range to sit back and just chip away at targets rather than sit there and have to get close quarter combat with no HP, essentially. And we got to really dial in here because it's already clear that it's the game is not letting January go here. We will attempt to get another devil deal here. Reverse Temperance Machine is absolutely worthless. What was our... Oh, it was a pill. I thought we had a card for some reason. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, you've got to be so accurate with these shots here because one missed shot while you're dodging and you miss your opportunity to create an opening for you to make sure you get out of this room for basically for no hit. And that was a marathon of a full clear right there. So the reverse temperance card, by the way, will make you take 5 pills. And I really don't recommend doing it unless under the most grievous of circumstances. Like you are going to perish. You know, or if you just have absolutely zero other options for stats or anything like that. So definitely don't recommend. Wow, man. Okay. All right, game. I see you. I see you flexing. I see you trying to be on one today. It's fine. Do whatever you want to do, game. I am going to take an HP upgrade here because it's very clear what the game is trying to do here. And we can actually take both of these, D-Bizzle and Sinvicta Robes. Sinvicta Robes will just basically recycle the HP into Soul Hearts. And D-Bizzle, you got your work cut out for you because this game is on one today. You know what? I'm just going to drop this right out here. You can stay right there. Now, the last time D-Bizzle was here, he did very, very well. It was one of the all-time best performances by Darkbum that we've ever seen on the channel. So, D-Bizzle, I'm hoping that now's your time. We have Humbling Bundle, which means all red hearts are going to be doubled, theoretically anyway. So that should be a 1-to-1 payout every single time Darkbum picks up a... it should be a 1-to-1 payout every single time a red heart spawns. And we have somehow already found the boss. Always delay right there. Always make sure that you see the top Globin from the north in this room here before trying to make this move. Otherwise, you're going to run right into him. And the game is banking on that. It is a newbie trap in this room to just go immediately up in this room, because this wide-eyed Globin is going to be waiting for you there. He's put there deliberately so you think that it's safe to dodge north, and yeah, it's not. And this is the result of a very bad tears rate. These Globins will just keep coming at you until you can sneak in an extra shot to put him down for good. Okay, first the maze. And it's like I always say, bad tears will kill you 100% easier than bad damage will. If you don't have the fire rate, you're not going to be able to get out and dish out the damage that you need to. What are you doing? Trying not to go in there, game. The sad thing is I can't even use Void right now to try and get something with the everything jar. I was kind of banking on us being able to get something out of that, but that was just a total waste of time. So yeah, this one definitely has the feels of a struggle bus in the making. We've got to get that tears rate up, and take this. I'll take this moon card. I have absolutely no iota of an inkling of a idea of where the secret room is. We know it's not there. Could be south of here, maybe. You might be saying, well, why don't you just use the moon card? Well, the thing is that the moon card is it's multifaceted for its value here. It's not just to get into a secret room, but it's also to get out of a challenge room. So we don't have to do it we can just do it for free, essentially. So, you know, if I know where the secret room is, I can bomb my way in there and then save the moon card for potentially big time plays. Like, for example, if we happen to get inside of this boss trap room, I would never ever want to do it on this with these stats. I could do it, but I'd be unhappy about it. Or we could just simply get out of there scot-free. And I'm hoping that is the secret room. I have to do a double check here. It's definitely possible. I don't think it is. Yeah. It was possible, but it's not a high percentage wall. All we're doing is looking for the item room here, by the way. Room is one of my least favorite rooms in the entire game. If you move too far to the left, you're going to get hit by both of the greed that spawns there and the greed that spawns there. So you have to basically aim for this section where I'm at right now, and that's your only safe spot. You get Jello again. Sorry, buddy. So now we could go in the curse room, but we don't. If we do get a devil deal, we're going to need this HP, and I don't want to be fighting at a half heart. Not with this tears rate. So begrudgingly, we're just going to leave Jello there. But honestly, are we really going to use Void to fight the boss when we could potentially, you know, get stats out of it? The answer is no. If I absolutely had to, I could use Glass Cannon against Fallen here, but I'm not going to. I just want to get out of this fight unscathed if possible. If it costs me a bomb, that's fine. It's better than cost me a soul heart. And we just lose a soul heart anyway, so. I'm going to take Purgatory. I want to avoid it so bad. But I'm going to take Purgatory. I could have still voided it right there while I was in the air, but yeah, some stats Tier stat would be appreciated, game. Immediately go into the item room here. It's going to be the mulligans. Too good to let go. We get our first decent item out of an item room in a while. And sure is suspicious that we haven't been seeing any red hearts drop all of a sudden with us having Dark Bum here, isn't it? It's kind of strange. We almost didn't have the tears rate to even clear that fire, as we have gone in the wrong direction. Let's go try this over here. Maybe this would be the right direction. At least Purgatory can kind of help us a little bit. If we have a room like this where we just don't have the DPS or movement speed or mobility or flying or anything like that, we could at least try to aim for Purgatory, who can at least do the work for us. But these rooms and these rooms are just not our capabilities are not able to deal with all the rooms that we're getting right now without getting hit. This room here is an absolute nightmare. Like, this is a extremely dangerous room right now. Thank goodness we took Purgatory, man, because yeah, we get hit by the champion, it's done. We're toast. And the Red Heart drought continues here. I really wish there wasn't that delay there from using the everything jar on Glass Cannon. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this run. Not at all. We have Humbling Bundle, and we got a half Red Heart for a drop. We know there's no reason to go in that other circle below us. Secret Room could be here. It is, but gotta find that shop. And all we know is that all we know is that we need to get this devil deal. If we're not, we have to start looking at the long term now, since we are now on floor 5, and is entirely likely that we won't see a tiers upgrade for this entire run. So we got to plan for the long term. Maggie's Faith is nice, as we can get one additional soul heart here, and that is it. Again, 2 active items here that I don't necessarily want to copy with Void. Copying the Bible is not a bad idea for Void. Copying the Bible is not a bad idea for Void. By the way, that was our soul heart that just went away. Guppy's Eye. So Maggie's Faith will at least potentially anyway give us some HP to work with, but HP is only going to last us so much. We have to get a way of stopping these random little hits here and there. And generally speaking, you do that through your damage, but we've been seeing how that's been working here. We don't have a bomb. I don't know if there's a bomb. I don't know if there's a bomb inside the shop. There's not, but there is Mr. Me. Mr. Me can at least he can at least go bomb this rock when I can't. I mean, it's a tiers upgrade. We have to take it. Even though it kills our movement speed, we just have to take it at this point. I would have much preferred a Soul Heart, though. It's dangerous here with this champion. Okay. Got out. Purgatory, you're on notice for that one. That was too close, son. It's going to be Double Trouble Gurglings and Gurdy. This is not great. We've got to get the Gurglings out of here, because they are going to make it impossible to see which side Gurdy is firing on. And we just have to kind of go off of our instinct for Gurdy's interval here. I'm stuck. Trying to hit Purgatory the best I can. Yeah, I think we got all the Gurglings. I can't tell, though. I think we did. Okay. I'm going to take the Pentagram for more damage. But that was pretty much our last chance at getting a Tears Up, so. Well, if we're not going to hit often, we got to hit hard. And best thing we can do here is take out most of the demon fires, but as soon as we cross this line here, the purple fire is going to fire. And then the spike represents another obstacle. And luckily it didn't fire immediately there, so we got lucky. Purgatory doing a good job at taking down all of the projectiles. Our Mulligan Fly caused that one. Brother. Okay. All right. All right. The schmoves going on in this run are absolutely unbelievable. It is a totally different level of schmoovage. No, you owe me way more than one Soul Heart here, game. You owe me way more. You see there, we do have the Eternal Heart on our HP bar right there. That was from Maggie's Faith, and it is imperative that we pretty much save all of the HP we can get. That gave us a damage upgrade and shot speed upgrade. No tears. We will have one more opportunity to get a tears rate upgrade, but it's in the Womb 1, and even with options, at this point, I'm not anticipating to be able to hold on to one. We don't have to bomb for a Devil Deal here. It's going to be just guaranteed. We should try to bomb for a Soul Heart. Actually, no, it won't be in there because we have Guppy's Eye, so. Through schmoves and schmoves, we're hanging in there, but just barely. We got to turn the ship around here. Because right now we're kind of floundering. We're not sinking, but we're getting close to it. Now, this is like playing in a football game where you got to deal with the refs' horrible calls. You know, it's part of the game. Sometimes the game feels like schmoovin'. Sometimes it feels like playing like a game. Good snipe there by the Mulligan Fly. This might be the first mom fight in a while that we get through without me taking any hits from the foot, anyway. Oh, come on. Ma'am, you have no HP. Like, there's literally no HP on the HP bar. Thank you. We just... Why did that not give me... It didn't convert Guppy's hairball. We would go back to 3 HP with Twisted Pair. Twisted Pair does not give us a stat upgrade, but it does help our DPS. The thing I don't like about this, though, is just simply the HP cost. And we've got to hope that Maggie's Faith is going to be enough of an engine to keep us going. Because D-Bizzle has not been on his top form. And it's not helping that the game is not dropping any red hearts at all. It should be a slam dunk with Dark Bum and Humbling Bundle. We should be flooded with red hearts. Purgatory doing a good job back there. We could take the safety scissors. What is happening in here? Hello? Okay. D-Bizzle, I'm gonna be honest. You're acting like a wide receiver that just got paid, or a quarterback that just got paid, and then now you're just taking it easy. All this for a dead end. We have many needs on this team here, D-Bizzle. None of which bigger than getting HP. So what I need you to do, I need you to take red hearts, and I need you to turn them into soul hearts. That is your only role here, son. You don't have to even worry about scoring a touchdown here. That's all you are required to do is just take a red heart 1.5 times every time and turn it into a soul heart. That is it. We have to take Binky. As much of a need as Blue Cap is, it's, well, I guess we don't have to take it. This at least gives us a red heart container. Binky is slightly better for a Tears rate upgrade, but it's not by much. I don't care about the shot speed at this point. And 1.18 is still fine. I think that it's better at this point just to get renewable HP. First the Lost. I gotta say that Void has had a very minimal impact on this run. Okay, D-Bizzle, this is your chance right here, son. There's never been a bigger opportunity for you to prove your worth right now. We need you to not fumble the bag here. And he steps up, giving us 5 soul hearts. D-Bizzle. See, all you got to do is just remind him. You know, sometimes they just need a talking to. Huge plays there by Dark Bum. Oh man, Dark Bum turning it around. You just got to say the right words, give the right pep talk, and off he goes. The crowd goes wild. D-Bizzle saving us from extinction right here. Wait, was the boss trap room there? It was. We can actually get into the boss trap room here. Oh, that's so much HP. We should wait on that until after we possibly get a Devil Deal here. We don't have Juice's Shadow this time around to help us out. But the Tears Rate upgrade from Blue Cap was most needed. But the big story here is D Bizzle making a late season push for MVP right now. Look at that. We can get a regular Soul Heart now. It's the gloves have come off. The game realizes that it can no longer fight against the tag team duo. Dodging is starting to kind of line up here on point despite us having 1.21 movement speed. We can freely use Void here if I wanted to, but in the off chance that we do find Mega or something like that in the Devil Deal, that'd be nice. Now remember, we're 2 or 3 of Guppy, so we still have a chance as long as we don't fail a 78% Devil Deal chance, which we're not gonna fail that, right? Surely not. Surely not, referee. Right? 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 And it's a Krampus fight. It's a Krampus fight. Everything and their mother is trying to shoot us in this room right now. That's a Hermit card, Hierophant card, so we don't even need to go back to get PJs. Even though we could go back there and void it, at this point, I think we're just sprinting to the end. I will take the Hermit card. I mean, we can void Head of Krampus. There's no reason not to, I guess. But, man, what a turnaround that was. Absolutely insane turnaround, and now we have an excess of HP, and we can drop Maggie's Faith because there's no reason to keep it anymore. We have a Hermit card. The Hermit card gives us a chance to get taken closer to Isaac like it did yesterday, or Blue Baby in this case. I wouldn't mind shot speed, but I guess we could take it. Could also give us an Emperor card, maybe. Ace of Spades will turn everything in the room to a key. Have they ever spawned Deacons in a challenge room before? Because I don't ever remember. I don't ever recall seeing them do that before. I did not want to fight Conquest. Unless if he's going to drop Conquest Pony, then hey, I'm down, but he's not going to do that. I mean, no never again is going to be helpful. We do need some Yaves. Some Yaves. And we're not going to use it in this room here because all the keys would spawn in the void. I almost want to use it in here just because I really don't like this room. Yeah, we got our keys. That should be enough for the chest. All right, Hermit card. We're banking on you. We're banking on you to be a big-time player, just like D Bizzle was. You had to give him a little bit of a pep talk. Had to get his mind right, get him focused in the game. Trying to sneak up and hit this Purgatory. There we go. So exciting announcement, everybody. I talked about this on stream, but haven't yet on the YouTube series. I've gotten clarification that I can talk about and reveal the game that I've been voicing and auditioning for. And I will be given a character. I don't know if it's going to be the character that I've been trying out for, but I hope it is anyway. But I will be doing a voice of some character in this game, guaranteed. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that game is the upcoming game called Emberville, which some of you have probably heard of by now, especially since it's been very prominently featured on the co-collaborator of the creative side of the game, which is a streamer by the name of Co-Carnage, who I'm sure most of you are familiar with. I've known Co for a long time, and I wouldn't necessarily say that we're friends or anything like that. But we used to play some Overwatch matches together way back in the Overwatch Alpha. So it's Co's a great guy. He's a cool dude, and he's got a lot of work that he has put in, and the development team named Cygnus Cross. And I am voicing one of the characters, but again, I don't know which character that's going to be yet. Did you see that little side block move that Champion Haunt just did? Like in between its movement cycles, it just decided to give us a shoulder check right there, because I definitely saw it. And and that game you can wishlist right now on Steam. It's called Emberville, Emberville. And I'm very, very excited. The reason why I haven't named the game yet or anything up until this point is because I did not know that we were allowed to. But I asked the game director, Cygnus. I asked him, and the game creator. He's got multiple titles. He is the Cygnus in Cygnus Cross. I asked him during a meeting day before yesterday about, are we allowed to talk about the name of the game that we're doing, or is it still kind of hush hush? None of us have signed any NDA, and he basically just clarified that. So yeah, so we're allowed to talk about the game. We just can't share anything from Discord conversations and design meetings and stuff. So it's really cool. I'm very much looking forward to Emberville. It's going to be an upcoming ARPG, done in a very, very, I don't want to say cute, because you might get the wrong idea, but a very classic pixel art style. But it is a true ARPG though. There's like a loot system, masteries, weapons, classes, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. All of the characters are going to be voiced, which is insane because there's so many characters in this game. I will be voicing one of them at least. Which one though, I don't know yet. And and it also has some town building. It's story driven, so it's single player. I think it's only going to be out on PC for now. Depending on how good the game does when it comes out, then that will probably change. We get Libra here, which thank goodness we're going to get Libra, because that does help us out a lot on DPS. We can void these two here. And let's see where the Hermit card takes us. Once again, the game has waited till the chest before it gave us something decent. But you can wishlist it. And, by the way, everything I've mentioned has already been announced and shown by Co-Carnage on his stream months ago. So it's not like there's no NDA, but it's not like I'm breaking our agreement or anything immediately here. So very stoked, very honored to be involved in the project in any way. And you're going to be seeing teasers, you're going to be seeing trailers, you're going to be seeing all kinds of things leading up to the game's early access, which is going to be, I think, this year. So it should be awesome. Between that and Mugenics, this is my first official year of getting official credits somewhere for voice acting. Eventually, I hope. Eventually. Obviously, Mugenics is going to be huge, though. Waiting for that to come out. I'll be playing that regardless if it's going to end up staying on the main channel or not. I'll be playing the absolute hell out of that game, just like everybody will. But the intent is to keep it on the main channel, because everyone's going to be itching for Mugenics content. And then everything's being reevaluated, of course, daily here on the channel. And it's very much a performance-based industry for sure. So, that being said, though, I'm very excited about 2026, and and Isaac as well. Isaac is just it's like an old hat, It fits great for the channel. It's an everyday routine thing for me, and little minor tweaks here and there that we're gonna be trying out over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see. we'll see what else this year has in store. But so far, outside of some of the trolley runs in January, 2026 off to a roaring start here for the Mosh Pit. And avoid Steam sale there just because we don't need to, and we actually get a Devil Deal teleport, but doesn't matter. And yeah, there's another wrong way to go, game. And we are gonna get Guppy here. No, we didn't. Oh, that's right. We didn't take Guppy's hairball. Well, we still get 9 lives. I would have wanted that anyway. Wow, this game is just pulling some. Today is the day of the schmoove. Thankfully, we only have one more day of cold weather, of below freezing temperatures to worry about for now during this cycle, and we're out of it. But I do feel for other members of the Mosh Pit who are in the thick of it with this Arctic blast, whatever they want to call it, and it's so far unscathed. Now, I hope and I'm praying that I didn't have any pipe damage. I'm 1 for 3 in terms of hard deep freezes for pipe damage, and thankfully none of them super bad. You see here we're getting all stats up now thanks to Libra. So regardless of what stats Void gives us, we're going to get an all stats up, which makes the Void Libra combo an amazing combo. So we survived through it to another day, everybody, and hats off to D Bizzle, showing everyone just when he feels like being a big time player and a team player, he can make the big time plays. And this was certainly one of those times where Dark Bum was able to rise to the occasion, and just having to stomach through the early game here with very little tears and a decent amount of damage throughout the entire thing. Just surviving until the game gives you what you need. And this is a case where I think that, despite us having Humbling Bundle, it was still Dark Bum that paid off in the end. I mean, Humbling Bundle helped out, obviously, but those hearts don't mean anything whenever we need soul hearts only. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic start to your Tuesday. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Raphael Lindemann, Crypto14, Gabriel Allen, and Anti-Evil. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.